Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T.
Hey.
We are reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 2, Episode 33. But before we start, tell them what to do.
Kind of food.
What kind of forever? That's what we're doing?
Yeah. And subscribe to our channel.
So, we see Destiny, and she's doing a cover shoot for Hype magazine. Hype Hair magazine.
Hype Hair.
Which we find out Leah from Love and Marriage, Married to Medicine.
Right.
That's in LA. She is not a new owner of Hype Hair magazine.
Nice.
Not.
Are we still doing that?
I think the show got canceled.
No. I mean, Hype Hair magazine. Are we still doing that? Like
Yeah,
back when I started doing hair, that's where we were. You would go get you need a hair magazine, but we don't do that.
Still in the stores.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. It's still in the stores. So, and they show some up-to-date covers of some people. So, yeah. We see her dad came up there to visit her on the shoot. Her twin, because they got
Wait, but we also saw her baby, who is just getting yummier and yummier.
He's so juicy.
She should bring him more often.
Yeah, he's so cute. Dad gets a little emotional. He's proud of her and he wished that grandma.
He should be.
Yeah. Then Tisha came for a visit. Okay. And this fool started talking about, hey, this is my dad. I'm going to introduce him to Miss Wanda. I was like, no, you ain't.
Do you hate your father? Because that's a terrible idea. Even Tisha was like, no, we're not going to do that.
We're not doing that. Yeah. Talking about he ain't never been married. That's a challenge. No, he don't want them kind of challenges.
I mean, that's where you're going to start. Destiny, you don't like your father, do you?
So, they start talking about the Vegas trip and they bring up Tiffany, and Tiffany saying that she's transparent. She's transparent about other people's business, but she kind of quiet about her own business is what was said. Okay.
I couldn't stop saying transparent. Like they keep saying transparent and I feel like that's not even what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I'm giving you as much as I want to, like transparency means I'm sharing. I guess that's why Melanie has such an issue with Destiny not saying something about getting divorced. That was her not being transparent. Telling people's business, like that's not being transparent. That's being an asshole and inappropriate. How is she being transparent? They don't know nothing about her. She ain't shared.
Don't know nothing. That's what they saying. She talk about everybody else's business. She hit on everybody. Melanie, Tisha, Tiffany.
Everybody. Destiny.
We don't know nothing about her. Then the question came up. Oh, and she said before that, talking about Tiffany, she said that her and Tiffany probably could have some type of bond if Mel didn't have her right up underneath her wing. Mel I'm not gonna say she don't want her to talk, but stuff could have got squashed a long time ago. When Mel wasn't around, Kimmy and them, they squashed that shit real quick. Before Mel ran her ass over.
Destiny could have squashed the shit from the get. I just don't feel like if I was having an event and some chick that I don't know came to my birthday party or whatever the party occasion is, the About Me party, some chick that I don't know is invited, I'm already like, okay, well, I don't know you, but welcome to the party, I suppose. And then you say something crazy that I'm gonna just be like, I don't even know you like that. Like she should have squashed that shit. No mail, no any of that. Right then and there. She went in the bathroom and cried and came back talking about hot tea and cold tea. Dusty could have shut that shit down a long time ago.
Yeah, but as long as Mel's sitting there, she would have kept butting in. When Kimmy and Maurice confronted her, it wasn't no Mel. It was me and you. Let's talk this out, and then that shit was done and over with.
But okay, so why am I trying
Mel
to talk
is
it
there.
out with her though? Why you're a new person and you're an asshole? What am I trying to work out with you?
But they did though. They said what they had to say about Monster. They got that shit squashed real quick. So it's an understanding about don't bring my child in no conversation. She needed that conversation.
But she wasn't okay, but Maurice wasn't there and Kimmy didn't know. So in that moment that she did it, she got a pass because Maurice wasn't there and Kimmy was like, what the fuck? She was just finding out about it. With Destiny, this is my party. Bitch, I don't know you. Like, Mel, you can leave too, because you brought her here. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, she wasn't gonna do that to Mel.
Well, I don't know why, because, you know, I think she could have squashed it in that moment. Maurice did. As soon as he walked in the door, he was like, yeah, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. And like I said, I don't like her. So why are we having sit downs and shit? Like, I don't feel like I would have any reason to sit down and have what? What are we fixing? We ain't click.
Child. Then she asked her, how did she feel about Marcel's refusal at the chapel? And she basically was like, she's over it. That's what Tisha said.
So mean that they keep bringing that shit up. Y'all, everybody has done that to her. Everybody, you know how she felt.
Yeah, it was all over her face. Then she said that was the first time she heard about him being depressed. You know, when he said it at the restaurant, that's the first time she heard about that. And she said she noticed it was a disconnect between the two of them, but she thought it was because of him being at work. That was a quick little conversation with them, but now we have Martell meeting with Marceau. Martell still want to talk about the 47 acres, okay? And he need a partner. So I guess the last dude must have turned his ass down because
why doesn't he go get his flipping freaking thing?
Because he can't pass the test, I guess. He ain't even trying to pass the test. He's the type of person that's always looking for a shortcut instead of doing it the right way.
Well, it's okay, but okay. How's that working for you?
We ain't see it, but old boy must have said, hell no, after them cameras and stuff was gone. He ain't front him off on camera, but since you still looking, I guess him or somebody around him like, don't mess with that fool.
Because he's looking at it like, because didn't he tell this dude, go get your builder's license? Like, that's stupid. You got out of this situation and Mel has a license. The first thing you should have been doing is studying that book, because now you can't use hers. What if you're out here trying to wheel and deal, about to get dealt.
So then he tells Marceau that Chris went to Mel about the 47 acres. And then that he told him he should have came to him first, okay? And he said Mel was talking about she might build on it. And so he said he went to talk to Mel, and Marceau was like, I mean, when you talked to her, was you all arrogant and shit? Like, how did you go talk to her?
You know how he went and talked to her.
Yeah. And then they asked him, well, do you think you and Mel could work on it? I'm like, y'all just left a whole trip where they made everybody else miserable. Why would you think that they could work together? He's like, yeah, we could work together. We got kids and everything. Y'all can't even have a simple conversation.
Didn't you just spend money to be divorced and having to split all of that stuff just so you don't have to work together? Seems like. And Marceau, are you trying to be funny? Like, you know better than that. You just want to humor him to see what he gonna say. And he talking about sometimes I don't be knowing when I be tripping.
Yeah, you
okay.
Chris shows up. And Marceau asks if
Well, first of all, he didn't even tell him though. Like, you're having a meeting, surprise, I'm bringing somebody also.
I was trying to think, was it an issue between Marceau and Chris? Was it ever an issue? Didn't it seem like it was kind of something going
It
on?
was the same thing with Marceau and Chris as it was with Mel and Martell now. He didn't want Chris to be dealing with
That's what it was.
Marceau because,
Okay.
you know, and then and I feel like Chris at that time was like, this is business. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Chris is low-key messy though. Like he was saying that. But I mean, so then why wouldn't you say, I'm bringing Chris? Why would you be like, da-da-da, and he's here too? Because people like businesses, they say it's not personal, but it is personal. So how much conversation are you willing to have in front of everybody? I need to know, like, who's gonna be there? How many how many people gonna be there?
I don't even know what he thought bringing Chris was gonna accomplish. Because at the end of the day, Chris ain't. It's about the people who own the land. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you. It don't matter if Marceau say, yeah, I'm gonna work with you. Then Marceau don't get the deal because they don't want to work with you.
Marceau has a builder's license.
Right. But if the people say we don't want to work with Martell, so if Martell partner up with Marceau, then Marceau, I'm not working with you because I'm not working with Martell.
I said I'm not working with him. Right.
I don't know why you think you can keep going around it. They don't want to work with you. It's you.
Well, he keeps talking like he has had conversations with the builders. But has he? Because it seems like the builders are going through Chris.
The builders is going through Chris, and the builder said we don't want to deal with Martell because of all the mess that surrounded him. It's not a good look. It's you, it's the problem. It don't matter.
He's never gonna see that. He's never gonna see that.
That's crazy.
But I mean, and he keeps showing them though, at the end of the day, I can be like, I can do hair so good. I'm the bomb. And they say, get your license and then you can work here. But I'm so good. I don't have time for that. I've been doing hair for 20 years now without a license. That doesn't matter. So why doesn't he just go get his license so at least he looks like more legit? Because they might be like, they might go back to, he doesn't even have a builder's license. I don't know why he doesn't think that's an issue when the bigger conversation happens. Now it just looks stupid.
Yeah, shortcut dude.
Okay, well.
They don't want to play by rules. We already know that. He want how he want to do it. He want the fastest, quickest way. And it's messing him up.
I mean, it was quick and fast when he had somebody smart to help him get there, but he doesn't now.
So now he's looking for the next hustle. He a hustler. He's looking for the next hustle.
Well, he better get some more boxes from the beauty supply lady because this ain't working over here. He need to hustle some shampoo.
No, they fell out. They fell out. Him and the beauty supply lady ain't. When that aired,
they had already fallen out.
Oh, yes. No. Yes, they had already fell out.
The darn internet will keep you up to date, won't they?
Baby. Destiny meet up with Tiffany.
She wouldn't give him no ass, so he didn't want to play with her anymore.
Probably. Destiny goes up with her meaties looking super cute. Tiffany came in looking like, I'm gonna say maybe she just left work. Can we give her that at the chambers? That's why she's
listen, there's no reason on the planet, I don't care where you came from, I don't know where you're going to be walking around with an ensemble of matching Pepto-Bismol pink pumps and a Sears and Roebuck shell. Is Sears and Roebuck still open? She can these up in the catalog. Did it come together? Like they had to come from the same place. There's no way in the world you can match those two.
She had to think she was doing it. She thought she
did. Yeah. I feel like she's playing a character though. I feel like she's playing a character. Even in the way she dresses. Like she's the evil person on the inside, but she wants to try to present, hi, new neighbor. My name's Tiffany. I just brought biscuits over. Welcome to the neighborhood.
And the biscuits is laced with arson.
Right.
Tiffany talking about, well, she thanked her for coming. Tiffany first thing was, well, I had to think about coming because normally, you give me the cold shoulder. I was like, just say, okay, thank you. Like everything gotta be. See that right there, that would have been enough for me
She
to
couldn't wait to get
I
over
tried
that.
it. I tried it and it didn't work. Destiny told her, you do got a smart mouth though. We both do. But and she's like, with that hair, do I got a smart mouth? I was like, I can't with her. I can't do
I would have took my purse to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Left her ass sitting there.
And then she tried to tell her, you need to put yourself in my shoes. Because at one point in time, you was the new girl. She was like, yeah, I was a new girl, but I didn't come in spilling tea on everybody. Like, that's not how that started. She was like, so you was a new girl and everybody loved you. I was like, she clearly watched the last season. So she know what was up with Destiny, but it wasn't nothing like that.
One thing has nothing to do with the other. This ain't even the same conversation.
No, stop. So to get down to it, Destiny was like, what's your dirt? Let's find out what's your tea. So we find out that she was born not Tiffany. She changed her name to Tiffany. She was actually Jamie Lynn Payne. Okay. Her mama gave her up for adoption because her mama clearly was white and she's Black. And she kept the white kids and she gave up this Black child because she stepped out. Okay. Was the girl Destiny. Destiny said, well, we got a little bit in common because she also grew up in foster care. Okay. Her mom had addiction or still has an addiction. Okay. So then Tiffany say, I knew I was different from my family and I struggled with that. And then the neighbor next door who my adopted mom confided into when the neighbor decided to adopt, she confided in her that she had adopted Tiffany. So this chick took it amongst herself to tell Tiffany that she was adopted. She probably should have got her ass whooped for running and telling Tiffany that. I'm trying to share a moment with you and you run and tell her that. That's cold. She says she had her son at 19. And then her and the son's father broke up. And then she got with her high school sweetheart, who recently just died. Now, knowing all of that, did that move you? Because that didn't move me.
First, I got some questions, Tiffany. So you can't trust somebody with some pink pumps on and a matching pink shell. Something just don't sound right. First, she said she was adopted by a biracial couple, right?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so she said she was adopted by a biracial couple. Now, I don't know how that breaks down, if they was mixed people, right? Or if they were white, one Black, you know what I'm saying? So for whatever reason, this biracial couple had her feeling like she was part of the family. Clearly, she didn't know she was adopted till the neighbor lady told her, right? Yeah. So how was she?
She always felt different.
How though? What was making, she said she felt like there was nobody around that looked like her. Like, what do you mean though?
I guess her other siblings didn't look like her.
Did they come from a biracial couple? I'm just saying, the shit don't sound right. What other siblings? The ones in the household with the biracial couple?
That's what I was thinking.
Wouldn't they be light skinned?
I didn't hear her say the couple was biracial though.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so then who were you struggling to look like? Because if because you didn't even know you were adopted. You didn't grow up with a Black family and be like, dang, why am I the only light one? You know what I'm saying? So she was in a family where she thought she was part of the family. I just was like, that don't sound right, Tiffany. Then she said in her teen years, she struggled to connect with somebody that looked like her. This is her teen years. So we all the way to teens now. At 19, the neighbor lady told her she was adopted. I'm not going to take away from the fact that that's a very fucked up thing. But Tiffany putting out there like you struggled to fit in all these years. You didn't even know none of this until you were 19 years old, at which point, you know, she's like, my son was the only biological person, you know, okay. I just call bullshit on Tiffany. I don't believe her. I don't believe none of the story. I think she's full of shit. I think she made that shit up.
Even if the story was true, I don't understand why it's okay for you to be an asshole, because
that doesn't excuse anything. Nothing.
I did not feel sorry for her at all, knowing none of that. That don't excuse.
I think Tiffany somewhere I think maybe part of that shit is true. But I think she's one of those
adopted
people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably that she was adopted. But like I said, everything you've been doing being an asshole ain't got shit to do with you being.
Nothing to do with that. And I just think her story is fishy. I don't believe her. I was like, you don't even, she had me feeling like Erica Jane. You know how Erica Jane told the story? He was like,
yeah.
Wait, what? That's how I felt afterwards. And I was like, so how old? What? I was just confused, Tiffany, and you're an asshole.
And she said she apologized for bringing up the situation with LeBerry. But then she said, I'm apologizing, but I can't say that I won't mess up again. So you're planning on it? You planning on saying some more dumb shit? But we supposed to be okay because you apologize?
No, she says that shit on purpose and then be trying to act like she accidentally did it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So she invites Destiny accepted her apology because, I mean, at this point, what else you gonna do? Okay. And
Destiny
then
had to go. I'm telling you, she has somewhere to go. She was like, all right, well,
yeah,
we're good now.
Well, she invited her to their anniversary party. I'm like, nobody wants to have another party with y'all.
Didn't we just do that? Y'all did it in Vegas. Y'all had an impromptu marriage renewal.
We did that. We celebrated. Okay.
She said, wait, when she was talking to Tisha, Destiny said she hijacked a man into marrying her.
Tisha was like, no. Don't.
It was a surprise.
It was a surprise.
She's like, what is he gonna do in the middle of a baseball field? And I had not thought about it like that. I was like, I mean,
This is
Chris right here. See what I'm saying? That Tiffany is something else.
Yeah, she dirty. Mel visit Chris. Okay.
Chris is messy as fuck. Like I'm side-eyeing Chris. I'm sorry, but Chris, what you got going on?
I don't know. I don't trust Chris. When I seen Chris in that picture that you sent me with Martell and all of them was on the stage. And
they were quoting Kevin Samuels.
Like, these niggas,
like, is this a Kevin Samuels quote under here? I'm so disturbed by it.
I was like, he think he cute.
This is the game though. Like at the end of the day, you go back and forth and say Chris didn't have to tell Martell. He went to Melanie because the people, wanted her. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's always bros before hoes, and a real nigga would have went to Martell first. Even if he did go to Melanie, I just feel like, that's how that shit really would have went.
I would have went to my friend and told, like, look, I'm letting you know, I'm finna go over here.
I'm not going to your ex first. I'm going to tell you first. The people said this.
Right. I'm letting you know this is what they said, and they're requesting that I go over here and talk. They're my clients. So I'm letting you know before I go.
That's all I'm saying. He didn't do that. And now he's going back to Melanie, telling her shit, the conversation that just happened.
I don't know. He's not. He's not a very trustworthy person.
Not at all.
Ask his wife. Okay.
Ooh.
Mel ask is thick. She came in with that dress and then her in the confession, I said, Mel got a little thick. She juicy.
She
up in
looked
there.
really good, but I hated that wig. Just take that shit off.
Yeah, I don't like the wigs.
I'm making fake little.
I'm actually tired of the wigs. Like, yeah.
Everybody think that wig game is so hard. Just, stop.
I'm tired of the wigs.
If you got a super do down baby hairs and pull out fake these tipple curls.
It's the lace fronts.
I don't care. I'm just saying, shit looks stupid.
They look horrible.
And I hate the braids the most. Just go get your hair braided.
They shave your hairline, so you got to have a perfect hairline and all of that. Too much. Let me see what happened. They talk again about, him being upset about the 47 acres and all of that. She said Chris is both of their friends, but no, not really, Mel. Not really, dog. You not really. They ain't your friend.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. Mel says she ain't worried about his feelings, which you shouldn't be. They're no longer a duo. He can't tell me what to do. Okay, you can't stay out my business,
So is Chris trying to get this deal done and he went and probed her just enough for her to get mad enough to pull the trigger?
Because he asked her, how many do you want? You want 2 or 3 houses on the lot? And she like, I'm not going to do 2 or 3. This is going to be generational wealth. So I'm assuming she going to try to do all 45 houses. That's what it sounds like.
But I mean, Mel knows real estate. Like she's not stupid going into the whole thing like Martell over here. She's very knowledgeable on, on what she got going on over there. So Marceau, does he have the money to pull the trigger? Because he got
Marceau
money.
Ain't got the Marceau over there talking about he about to die right now from depression.
Right, because he
overwhelmed with shit. And Martell heard him say it, but yet you didn't give a damn about him already being stressed out because you thinking about yourself and you got to find you a builder. So even though he said he already stressed out to the point, you as his friend want him to stretch it a little bit more so you can with Mel. So
and Maurice came, he ain't got no money because he over here working at the law firm and got the lady over there overwhelmed. He get all his people quitting too.
Yeah.
He's like, I definitely need therapy. Maybe I'm depressed.
Yeah. So anyway, as we see, he over here competing against his family, against his kids. And she said, she said she got the money to back up her shit, basically. So he can say all he wants, but he can't do shit about it. I, on the other hand, got enough money to play with, and I intend.
Not only does he not have a builder's license, his credit is in the toilet.
So let's talk about that. He goes and meet up with Maurice. Okay. Well, like you said, when we first meet up with Maurice, Maurice had one person that had already left him, another person that left because the workload was too much. And he tells the girl on the phone, which I believe is his sister.
His sister.
To pick up the ball and run with it. And she like, hold up, nigga. I pick up the ball. I didn't have the whole ball this whole time. He heard you and hung up that conversation.
She like, I got the ball, the bat, the equipment. Don't throw nothing else over here.
You ain't managing your shit. You sitting back like Marceau over here trying to tell other people how to manage your business. And if we go back,
I did remember Kimmy telling him.
Like we seen it from the beginning. She been running stuff. She was the same one as the sister. She been there doing the whole shit the whole time. While you running around, while you was off in the hotel somewhere studying to be a lawyer, she was over there holding down the business.
Holding it down. Yep.
At me like that. And he hurry up and hung that phone up. So Martell come because he got to get his credit rebuilt. He down 100 points.
What happened to his credit?
He didn't have the credit. It was mail credit they was using in the marriage. Okay. That's what it was.
Well, that explains why his clothes are too tight. He for real has it.
He told me I need to get back where I was, where she was. He need to be able to say, I need $500,000 and the people to give it to him.
Was he ever there? He was able to go ask for $500,000?
Probably so, because you know how you be watching them people flip them homes and stuff. They have people they go and they be like, okay, I'm gonna buy the house all cash.
Yeah.
But they turn around and flip it and they get that money back. I mean, he told me I need to get to the point where I can build a houses by myself, not without a license. You can't do it without a license. Stupid. So at some point in time, even though they didn't show it,
and then I mean, last week he was trying to get custody. Don't you need to get a lawyer for that? Who's gonna pay for it? Don't you gotta pay a lawyer?
So you ain't gonna see him go
out there. Stop. I'm guessing he didn't file that petition.
No, he ain't do that. That costs money. At some point, Maurice made a comment to my bankruptcy don't stop everything. So at some point, he did either already filed bankruptcy. Sounds like he already did it.
Yeah.
He thought that was the quick way because once again, he looking for shortcuts because
that's what I was gonna say. That's way worse than just paying the shit off. Just pay it.
He ain't planning on doing that. He thought the shortcut way is I just file bankruptcy, get it all wiped off, and then I could just.
Well, it must have been a lot for him to want to file bankruptcy over. It must have been a lot.
We don't know what he was walking around there flossing in front.
Yeah.
Kind of and over there trying to take care of this girl.
But she said he took $17,000 out of. I guess they had a joint account, and $17,000. I could pay off all my shit to zero and still have lots of money left over.
Nope. He been over there flossing. We don't know what he done did. He liable had another home somewhere that he had an old girl in. Ain't no telling.
We don't know.
So Maurice started talking about he need to go see a therapist. Okay. And Martell was like, yeah. Let me know how that work out for you. And then I'll think about it. Okay. Because he had to hurry up and get up out there. Because since Maurice didn't do what he thought Maurice was going to be able to do with him, he going to go
sneakily wipe his credit clean.
Yeah. He ain't get that. So he got to go holler at them people that give you, your bush your score up overnight.
Yeah.
Y'all, watch my word. Martell ass gonna be in trouble. Watch he being missing.
He's acting really desperate. He's acting real desperate.
Yeah, I'm telling you. He finna go holler at Pookie and them that be jumping your credit up.
Well, didn't he know Pookie and them back in the day?
Yeah, he did. He was Pookie and them about that.
Yeah. So he was stepping away from that bad decision.
Him and his uncle and them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he jumped up out of there. He was like, I hear you. Yeah. Let me know about it. I gotta go. So at the end, we see Tisha with her counselor. Okay. She talk about, burnout. She's burnt out with the kids, the household, the business. It's a lot. She said she's not getting help. She said, I could tell the kids to do it and they help me out. But when I tell my husband, He may not help. You know, we know he ain't, we ain't gonna say he may. He ain't doing it.
Not.
He just not going to. And then she says she don't know what it looks like to have a man step up and help out. Because when she grew up, her grandmama said a man couldn't even come in the kitchen. So she had brothers. So I guess they couldn't come in and cook or clean or don't touch this, because that ain't what men do.
I remember Uncle Matt used to come to our house. He would be like smelling. He's like, don't smell nothing cooking over here. And Mama would be like, hey, you ain't, because I ain't cooking. But then she would go to his house and be trying to like tell Aunt Helen, you making his plate, and you know, I'd be like, leave her alone. Don't come over here messing with their situation, because
this is what they do over here.
This is what they do over here. Tony talking about she is not oppressed. Tony, she is not oppressed. Leave her alone. And I'm like, yeah. But that, you know, that's that old school thing. But that's what he signed up for, Tisha. That's what he asked for. That's what he wanted. To him, that's what a wife is.
Well, she said marriage and kids was not a part of her plan. And we find out that she met him her senior year in college. A year later, she was getting married at 4 months pregnant. Okay. So her whole marriage, she's been a mama and a wife along with that. So then she starts talking about depression. Wait a minute, let me ask you something. Do you think she got married because she was pregnant?
No, I think she got married because she loved Marceau. I think Marceau's mentality is, now that I have this girl pregnant, we have to follow through and, you know, be married. But I mean, that's just he's the wife should cook and clean and take care of the house. And that's, I think, what he wants in a wife anyway. Like that ideal of, he said happiness is not a priority to him. That's the sad thing to think. Like, so then what is? Because I think most people like want to be happy in whatever they're doing, not just marriage, but you know, your work life, your entertainment life.
It's interesting. I wonder how they grew up. They only talk about they grew up poor, but what was the dynamic? Was it a single parent household? What was it? Why are they the way they are? Those brothers.
I don't know. This is gonna have to go to therapy so we can find out. Yeah. Because Marcel's not going.
No.
But I'm saying, like, I think that, you know, that's his ideal anyway. Like, does Marcel know, like, what that feeling is, like, loving and compassion? Because I feel like he sees women in a particular way. I don't know that feelings plays part in that. Not the kind that, you know, because to me, when you care for somebody, you want them to be happy in their space too. Not just whatever I do and that's the way everything goes. Like, it's supposed to be a tit for tat.
Right.
I was listening. Oh, I'll tell you about that later.
So she bring up depression. Him saying about him being depressed. Once again, she thought it was the heavy workload. And she said that he bring up her want material things. And it's part of the reason why he is depressed, because he has to get her these material things that she wants.
See, that's okay. So that right there, usually, like, for a man, that's their love language, to be able to, you know, go get the purse. For them, like, cleaning the kitchen don't translate. Although you would be like, cleaning the damn kitchen. But if he would come in and tell them kids, go in the kitchen and clean up so your mother doesn't have to do it, that's the same thing as getting it done without her having to do it. Because it's exhausting as a parent, you know, yelling at your kids to go get them to do anything. That in itself is work. By the time they give you all the attitude and then they go halfway do it, there's certain things that make sense, like as man language typically, that he don't see it that way. It's all just about
him
always.
mm-hmm.
Because him, like, she doesn't work. She takes care of your kids. So her wanting material things, you're not there.
And
how else is she supposed to know?
And she said that that's how her mom expressed the way that she loved to her. She gave her things. Her mom did the same thing to her. It wasn't a lot of talking, I love you. Probably wasn't a lot of holding, kissing, hugging. It was, this is how she expressed herself. And she did say that Marceau was the first person to actually show some type of compassion or love or said I love you. Or
so what the hell was that? What was that? When did that happen?
At the beginning. That's what she did. So that's what made her
fall for him.
Because she didn't get that at home. So that was something different. But he ain't keep it up. Clearly.
And she didn't require it though. Like, it goes both ways. You can't just be like, are you cook? Where's dinner? Kiss my ass. Mm-hmm. She would never. She would never.
No. She talked about the vow renewal on the Vegas trip and how he refused. And she was disappointed. And he asked her, did you tell him? And she said no. And then she bring up all of the rumors that is going on.
Which is her real problem.
Yeah. And that's actually the real reason why she wanted him to go ahead and do a vow removal, because
she needed him to publicly.
Yeah, you publicly showing that you love your wife, because all this is being said. So I need you to do this for me.
And honestly, that's what I'm saying. He could have really just did that one little thing for her.
Or he probably really couldn't, because it really is something to those rumors. And you was telling somebody else.
I mean, you know what? Somebody else, you're retarded. I don't have somebody else. He's got a wife and family. And so
it's probably, let me get to this point, because people listen to dumb stuff. Mm-hmm. I really don't love her. I'm just doing this till I get to this point, and then we gonna be together. And he probably, like I said, he's telling whoever.
Did whoever listen to the episode where he says he's never getting a divorce, because that ain't what he stayed there? Because
I don't know. Let's ask the girl that was.
He said that was the best advice he ever got in his whole life was from his aunt that told him stay his ass there. So if you weren't,
maybe she content with being the side chick, because I think old girl would have been.
Who? Coleslaw?
Uh-huh. Maybe she content. If this is the same chick that they said it was, that got
I've heard that before, but I just
said that she wasn't.
Like, I suppose it's just some things that, in life, karma, I don't, okay. I can't relate. I'll just say it that way.
There's some girls out here that don't care.
They don't, yeah.
Just, I'm going to be the side chick. And because he over here paying my bills, and he might be stressed the hell out because he's trying to maintain 2 households. Because what are you going so hard for?
Like I said, I can't relate, but that's based on what I would need to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it ain't that. That's, I could be out here doing the same thing though, like with a dude that's not married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be like, I'm not really, like, he can over here paying my bills and it is what it is, and I'm not trying to be his wife or none of that. I could do that same exact shit with somebody who's not married. I don't understand, when you're looking at people's kids and all of that stuff, I wouldn't want to be having nothing to do with.
There's no generation that don't face them. There's no generation.
I guess not.
That ain't phasing.
I don't know. Integrity is something you're born with, and morals, that's something you're born with. Ain't nobody
This
really
is a
had to
whole
teach
new
you
breed
right
out
from
here. It's a
wrong.
lot of them that strictly go after married men. Or
Yeah.
go after somebody that's with somebody because of what they can get out of it.
Okay.
Hey,
It's lost on me. Like, and I get it.
Mhm.
I get that exists. I'm just saying I don't understand the mentality. The mentality to me is just off. However, you can sleep at night though. I couldn't. That's me. I wouldn't be able to.
Well, she said she felt like when there's smoke, there's fire, and there's been a whole lot of smoke going on.
Well, you know what you know, girl. Nobody knows better than you do. And that's why you were so mad at Mel when she said go roll up on that nigga.
He said to her to defend, she feels like she has to defend him. And but in order to defend him, she has to make sure that it's nothing going on. And his question was, and to make sure nothing is going on, you do certain things like what? And then it went off.
So well, if she know what I know, it's a lot of stuff you do. That's what I'm saying. If she really
got
want to know,
out there. She's like, I got my mama. My mama already followed them one night.
Listen, in this day and age, ain't nothing you can hide. If that was the case, Snoop Dogg and all these niggas would be out here busted with their ding-ling on the DMs. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if you really want to know, then you will find out.
She already know. I don't know if she want proof running her
So then what is it that's going to make her feel better? She needs proof.
It's not going to make her feel better. It's not going to make her feel better.
But I don't think she's happy either, though. She didn't sound like it.
It's not. She's not. She's not. I actually kind of feel sorry for her.
I do too, because I was like, dang, I've been dogging Tisha this whole time, but at the end of the day, I'm like, you really don't like have to put up with that shit. You really don't, because he's just fucking mean for no reason. Even like, damn, niggas that do have a side chick probably be treating their wife like better than that.
Sad. And then we see him on the next episode saying some stupid shit. Like, if I could hide 2 kids, I deserve credit. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
The pressure.
Pressure. I can't.
It's too much.
It's too much. It's way
no. I really want her to like take it. I hope she can look back at this and then be like, and look at Mel, who she hates to like give credit to, but look at Mel. Like Mel is like that shit.
Kind of sort.
Watch me be about. I'm just saying. She's still messy, but I'm talking about how she moving in her personal life. Like this nigga over here.
Yeah, she is professional wise. Mel is moving forward. I want her to move away from that whole Martell thing. Mel is still too caught up.
She's very She wanted. Maybe
like that ain't me. That ain't me.
For the show. It's a wrap.
When I'm done.
I'm
done. Like it ain't even. It's not gonna be none of that argument. All of that. Like.
I wouldn't have went to the juice bar.
No, none of that. None of that. Matter of fact, with it. You would have been seeing me somewhere with my bikini on, with her badass body up on the beach somewhere else, up under somebody else. No way in the world I've been around that nonsense. Over. Come over, pick up the kids.
And Destiny is clearly ready to get her wild girl on.
Right. Right.
Destiny and Mel on a trip will be fun.
I'll be like, I pick up the kids on your mama house. All right. You come on my house for what? Nah, we should.
Yeah. She'll get there, but she still wants to like rub his face in it.
Yeah,
it's not even worth it. She should be
over it.
Based on what I'm seeing right now, how lame he is, she should be glad that should be gone.
But she was still creeping. They were still sleeping together, doing something because it's too much.
Well, hopefully he can do something right, but I doubt that. I'm just saying every
I doubt it.
He don't seem like that guy.
No, no. All right, y'all. So that was Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Black Panther got something to say. So come on and tell him. Come on, Black Panther, so we can close this out.
And of course, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
You're always doing too much.